everyone! So today I am going to finally do my skincare routine. Plus I'm going to show you all of my favorite face masks because I asked you guys in my morning routine recently. I'll link it down below if you wanted to see that, and loads of you have been requesting it ever since. So yeah, I'm going to start by showing you like my skincare routine, explain a little bit about what I use each item for, and then move on to my favorite masks at the end of the video. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and I hope it helps some of you out. So my skin type, I have fairly normal skin, but it can get dehydrated. A couple of years ago my skin definitely was on the drier side, but I find that some of the products I'm going to show you soon, which I'll talk about more soon, have really helped to just keep my skin hydrated and more on the normal side. I still get a little bit dehydrated in my skin when like the weather changes and just little things like that. For the most part, normal skin. In terms of acne on my face, I break out for two reasons, and I'm very prone to breaking out. Reason one is I get a lot of hormonal breakouts around this area of my face. If you guys have been watching me for ages, you know that. If I am really stressed or if it's that time of the month, I tend to break out very easily on my chin area. And if I break out for any other reason, it's because I don't wash my face properly and don't remove my makeup properly. It took me ages to figure that out. You would think it would be simple, but for some reason it just did not register in my brain. If I sleep with my makeup on still, which no one should do, I often wake up with little breakouts brewing under my skin, quite painful ones. So makeup removal is super important for my skincare routine. I can't really help it when I get stress breakouts. I just have these certain products here which I'm going to show you that I kind of treat them with. So I'm going to start from the beginning. Makeup removal. So this is obviously what I would do at night time. Before bed, I have two methods of removing my makeup. One of them you've seen recently, and that is the simple Kind to Skin Micellar Cleansing Water. I'm almost out of it now. I love this stuff. It's just really gentle. It removes my makeup really easily, and then I can kind of follow up with a cleanser. Or if I'm feeling really lazy, you can just stop here. Like, you don't have to use a cleanser afterwards because it is a cleansing water. I usually do follow up with a cleanser though most of the time, just because I really like that super clean feeling to my skin. Like, I know my skin's clean when I just use this, but I still like mentally just feel like I need to wash my skin. Or you may have heard of Cleanse Off oils, which is basically an oil that you apply to your dry skin, massage it in, it removes all of your makeup, and then you add water and rinse it off and it removes your makeup. Instead of them, I just use like normal face oils. Usually I'll go for jojoba to remove my makeup. It removes your makeup so well and it moisturizes your skin at the same time. However, obviously I will follow up with a cleanser afterwards. So yeah, that's how I remove my makeup as well, and I find that the jojoba oil is really good at removing like mascara and stuff as well. Now if I was wearing a shit ton of makeup that day, I will always double cleanse, and I'm talking like if I've used Estee Lauder Double Wear and like MAC Studio Fix powder and stuff like that, just really heavy face makeup, I like to double cleanse. So what I will do is I'll cleanse once and then I will cleanse again with this. I don't use a brush on my skin every single day just because I feel like you can kind of overdo it and over exfoliate your skin a bit. I only use it maybe 3 to 4 times a week, and I like to use other exfoliators on different days. But anyway, this is the new Clinique one. I don't even know what it's called. I've used the Clarisonic before and I really liked it. I've used the Michael Todd one before and I really liked it. I'm like jumping all around. I just get sent like new ones a lot, so I like to try out different ones. This one's Clinique and I really like it so far. I'm not sure of the price point or anything. I don't have any information on it right now with me, but I will try to find a link down below. But this is what I've been using over the last, I'd like to say like month and a half, and I actually have been really liking it. If you can see, it's got green bristles and then white bristles. The green bristles are a little bit firmer, so I like to go over my nose with the really firm bristles, and then I'll kind of focus these softer bristles down the bottom on my cheeks and forehead and chin. And when I use this brush, I will always use a foaming cleanser. It just works the best with a brush. The one I use is this one by Oxygen Skincare, and if you've watched my empties videos, you know I love this brand. It's a New Zealand brand, super natural. I really try to use a decent amount of like more natural skincare products just because I find it nourishes my skin the best and it keeps my skin from getting too dry. This foaming cleanser that I like to use with my like face brush, this is called the Oxygen Foaming Cleanser, Kiwi Fruit, Spearmint and Hops for normal skin. It smells so good. It smells like chewing gum, like in a good way. It feels like I'm like massaging chewing gum all over my face. It's so refreshing, and I just find it helps to get every little bit of makeup off my face. it's great. And yeah, as I said, if I was wearing a ton of makeup that day, I will always double cleanse, but I'll only use the brush ones. Now this is where my skincare routine gets a little bit like weird and crazy. I also use like 3 other cleansers, and it just depends on what kind of skin I have. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, sometimes I get hormonal breakouts, or if I've been naughty and haven't removed my makeup properly, I'll get some, you know, blemishes on my skin. So when I have any form of acne on my face, I like to use the Oxygen 2-in-1 cleanser, pumice, mandarin, hops for problem and acne prone skin. It's got tiny little bits of pumice in it which exfoliate your skin really, really gently. It's like gentle enough for every day. And I just find that this really helps to clear up my acne. I don't know why. I don't know like which ingredient in this helps to do that, but it really does work for me. And the best thing about this product for when I have acne and breakouts, it doesn't dry out my skin. Like, you guys have no idea how many like cleansers and products I've used to treat acne, and they just dry out my skin, leave my skin flaky and sore and like really like dehydrated feeling. This one doesn't have any of those harsh chemicals in it, so it's so much more gentle on my skin and it works. And then the 2 other cleansers I use are more for morning time. I know this seems so excessive, but it's just what works for me. Most mornings I keep it really simple and I'll just use Angels on Bare Skin by Lush. This product is super cool. I've talked about this in my MD's videos as well. I love it so much. It's like a pasty, like natural formula. You just take a little bit and mix a little bit of water in with it and then massage it over your face. The reason I love this is it's got little like chunks of lavender and stuff in it, which really help to kind of gently exfoliate your skin. And I really notice that this does help to make my skin glow. Like, the ingredients in it just like buff away all the dead skin, and my skin looks so dewy and beautiful and fresh, and just like it's like the perfect canvas to apply my makeup on later on. It even says on here it helps to even out your skin tone, reduces redness, improves the health and appearance of your skin, and gives your skin a healthy, natural glow. So yeah, I totally agree. I love this stuff so much. It is phenomenal. And then the last product I have here is the Glam Glow Super Cleanse Daily Treatment Cleanser. This is a sometimes cleanser for me. Like, I bought this and I'm not like in love with it. But I do use it when I have had a particularly sweaty workout at the gym in the morning. It just really helps to soak up all of that oil and kind of exfoliate my skin and get rid of all the gunk off my skin. So that's what I use this one for, just when I'm like super sweaty and gross. But for the price, I probably won't bother repurchasing it once I've run out. If you know me, you know I love my exfoliators. I love facial exfoliators. They're like my favorite product to use because my skin tone really does like need exfoliating quite regularly. With this, I don't exfoliate as often as I used to. I used to exfoliate like every second day. Now it's like every, maybe like, I don't know, like once or twice a week. This one here is my number one. I haven't talked about this to you guys yet. I was sent a tube of this and I went straight out, like after I'd used it maybe 3 or 4 times. I went out and I bought 2 more bottles of it because I cannot go without this. So this is by the brand Alpha H. It is called the Micro Cleanse with Glycolic Acid and Rice Bran. I'm so sorry if the lighting keeps changing. It's super cloudy. You guys know the drill. This happens to me all the freaking time. Anyway, yeah, Alpha H Micro Cleanse. This stuff is super light. I don't even know if you can see. It's like super smooth, and the little exfoliating bits are super tiny. The only way I can describe the feeling of this is like after I have rinsed it off my face, which it's so easy to rinse as well. Like, it just like dissolves as soon as you like put water on your face. It's just like gone. It makes my skin feel like a baby's ass. Simple. So soft. I don't really use this when I have acne or like open blemishes, like, you know, like when you get like, you know, you get in there and you pop it and it kind of like is open, like an open wound. I don't use this. I find that it can kind of irritate any like open wounds on your face. However, if I don't have any like popped pimples on my face, I will use this when my skin is feeling uber gunky. Kind of like when I use this. But this just like gets rid of any like bumps, any dry flakes, any like anything that's on my skin. You know, sometimes like after you've worn makeup for like a week or whatever and your skin just feels a little bit like it's got some build up and it just feels yuck and like your nose is all gross and bleh. This is the solution. I still like my Michael Todd Tropical Fruit Enzyme Exfoliant Scrub. I have a discount code down below. I think I can get one for this as well. I still really like it. I kind of just use this when I just want to exfoliate and my skin's kind of just cooperating, or even when I've got like acne and stuff, it doesn't irritate acne. I love this because it just smells so good and it does the job and it's just nice. Smells like a smoothie. So good. If you've been watching me for ages, you know I've gone through like countless tubes of that. And then this one here I use when I have breakouts or brewing breakouts, you know, those ones underneath your skin, but I'm very gentle with it. It's called Ocean Salt Facial Scrub by Lush, and it is very chunky. Like, it's quite rough on your skin, so if you have sensitive skin, I would not go near this. But I just use it so gently, like I don't push it into my skin, I just like really softly massage it over my face. I find that the salt in this, I think it's the salt anyway, it like helps to dry out the pimples and like, I don't know. All I know is it works amazing, and it's like when I get out of the sea, like when I've been at the beach, my skin just feels amazing. It's like the same with this. I know my skincare routine is so excessive, but here is where it kind of gets a little bit more simple, for a little bit anyway. For toning, I have my one and only, and every time I fly, I take this with me as well because it's so hydrating. It's called the La Mer, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Organic Skin Science Soothing Bioactives, oh gosh, Rosa Damascena, I think it's like rose, I don't know. Aloe vera juice and bisabolol. I don't honestly really know what that is, but it's basically an alcohol-free toner, puts your skin pH back to normal, you know the drill. Basically it has a few essential oils in it. It has a really kind of hydrating formula. It comes out in a really, really nice mist, if you can see that. It does smell like rose, which I'm not a fan of the scent of rose, but it doesn't stick around, so it's fine by me, and I just find that it works amazing. And since it comes in a spray bottle, it's so good for me because I am so lazy when it comes to toning. I literally will just like spritz this over my skin and that's it, because that's all I want to do. And then for moisturizing, so in the morning I use a moisturizer. I just kind of use whatever. I get sent moisturizers literally all the freaking time from companies, so I just kind of use whatever I have next to me, and then whenever I find something I really like, I mention it to you guys. But for ages I haven't really found anything groundbreaking. At the moment I'm trying out Cetaphil. I like it, but I don't know if I love it yet. I've only been using it for about a week. It does make my skin feel really lovely and smooth and hydrated, and it's not heavy, so I like that. And I believe it's like uber affordable as well, which is good. So yeah, that's what I'm using at the moment. It seems to be working great, but obviously I don't really know of any long-term benefits or anything like that. Makes my skin feel nice and supple and whatever, so yeah, that's just what I'm using at the moment. Or for nighttime, I will use an oil. As I said in the beginning of the video, my skin can get quite dehydrated, blah blah blah. It used to be dry, but now it's not really dry anymore. And the reason for that is oil. Oils on my skin work so freaking well, and I encourage every one of you to try an oil. My two favorites are rosehip oil and jojoba oil. I know that other people have had luck with like other oils as well. Feel free to leave some down below if there's like a certain one that works really, really well for you, but these two are the ones that work amazing for me. Currently at the moment I use jojoba oil. I did some research on jojoba oil. It's actually very good for acne and things like that. The reason I like it is it's super, super hydrating, and it really helps to minimize any marks that I get from any breakouts, because I do mark very, very easily. But honestly, once I've been marked, once I start using jojoba oil on it, the mark will be gone within like a week or so. Like, it works really, really well for me. My skin just glows in the morning. Like when I wake up in the morning, if I've used this the night before, my skin just looks amazing. I will just slather it on my face, just everywhere, on my lips, on my cheeks, on my eyeballs. Not my eyeballs, but eyelids. It is fantastic. And then the other one, okay, this one I haven't even started using yet. I just had to get something to show you for the video because I just recently used up my last bottle. This is the Trilogy Rosehip Oil Antioxidant Plus. Rosehip oil is amazing for scarring on your face as well. If you've got scars, acne scarring, stretch marks, it works so good. And rosehip oil is meant to be more for like anti-aging as well, I believe. Helps to improve your skin tone, elasticity, and fine lines and wrinkles. So there you go. Again, it's just super hydrating. Some nights I'll use this, some nights I'll use this. As I said, I have been using this more frequently lately. I go through phases of them. And then sometimes I'll mix them both together, because why not? So that is how I moisturize my skin at night versus morning. In the morning I'll use a lighter moisturizer, and then at night I'll use a nice oil to really soak in while I sleep. In saying that though, some mornings if I wake up and my skin is feeling super dehydrated or dry from the weather, or anything like that, I will use oil in the morning as well, and it soaks in amazing, like it doesn't affect my makeup at all. And then for eye cream at night time, honestly, I use this under my eyes and it's not too heavy, and I find it works so well that half the time I don't even need an eye cream anymore. But if my under eye area is feeling very dehydrated, I will use the Bobbi Brown hydrating eye cream, and this is my holy grail. I don't know if you guys will remember this, but about a year and a half, I can't remember, ago, I used to struggle with under eye creasing really badly from my eye makeup and concealer and stuff. And then I was like, you know, like I don't think these are wrinkles, like they popped up so quickly. I started using this on my under eye area, and within a matter of days, that under eye creasing was just like vanishing, because my problem was that my under eye area was so dry that my makeup was just like clinging onto all the dry patches and like creasing up my eyes. So I'm so glad that I started using this. It works so well for me. I do want to try that Kiehl's avocado one next because I have heard it's really good. But honestly, this one has just worked phenomenal for me. And this is a big size, by the way. It was like a limited edition big size. And I've had this for the same amount of time, like maybe a year and a half. And you can see I've still got a ton left. Like I need the tiniest amount, and it just spreads out and it feels so nourishing, and I just love it so much. So I really do recommend this eye cream. And then something else, like I will do this before I tone, and I'll just wait like a minute until I tone, if that makes sense. If I have breakouts, I will use this. This is the tea tree oil. You can get it from so many brands. I get mine from the supermarket. You can get it from like beauty brands as well, but usually they mark up the price like 500%. I get mine from the supermarket. It is 100% pure tea tree oil. It can irritate some people, like the strength of tea tree oil. You may want to just experiment with it, like start by watering it down a bit. I don't really know how to do it. You could probably Google it, but for me, it works fine on its own, and it doesn't irritate my skin, and it doesn't give me uber dry skin. I find that this method for my breakouts is the most natural, plus the most effective to kind of get rid of the situation. Okay, I think that's everything as far as like my standard skincare routine. I know it seems like a lot. I hope that I explained everything thoroughly enough and you can kind of see what I use each thing for. Not everyone needs this intense of a skincare routine, but it just works really well for me. So yeah, that's what I do. Plus it means that every individual bottle of product lasts me like 3 or 4 times as long as it should, which that's fine by me. Moving on to face masks. I have so many face masks that I use. I'm just going to show you a few of my absolute favorites, and I'll like tell you what I use them for. So scenario 1, I have some blocked pore situation happening. I don't have very big pores, like I'm very lucky that you can't really see my pores very often. But after, you know, a few weeks of wearing makeup and all of that kind of thing, they do start to get a little bit visible. Like you can kind of see the little blackheads, like not even blackheads, but just like the little dots of like dark color, like where, you know what I'm saying. So if I get that, I will use a Biore Ultra Deep Cleansing Pore Strip to kind of rip them out. These are not good for you. Please don't use these on a everyday basis or anything like that. Personally, I will use these maybe once every month and a half or every 2 months, unless for some reason I'm getting like massive buildup. But anyway, I find if you use these too often, it makes your pores bigger because you're constantly pulling stuff out of them, and then your pores just chill out, and then stuff's just gonna get stuck in them again because they're all enlarged because you're messing around with them. So once I have done a pore strip, immediately afterwards, I will gently cleanse my face. Like I'll cleanse the nose area, like where I pulled off that strip. I was like, what is this called? And then I will use a firming mask to tighten up those pores so nothing gets trapped in them straight away. I really like this one. This is the Lioele Pore Cleaning and Tightening Pack. And it just really helps to get all of the oils that may be left over after you take the pore strip off. It helps to get all those oils out, it helps to clean the area, and it tightens up all your pores, and it just tightens your skin in general. So that's a really good one. Now for purifying, I have a ton of masks, and what purifying means is it kind of gets rid of any like dirt and excess like grossness on your skin, soaks up the oils, helps to minimize any acne, you know. This one I really like. This is the Evolue Purifying Mask Cleanse Remove Reveal for all skin types. It's just like a clay mask, so it dries like to that really cool like dry clay look. Clay masks are really good because they lightly exfoliate your skin as well, so you get rid of all that dead gross skin off the top layer. So yeah, I just like to use this just every now and again just to kind of cleanse my skin and get rid of any yucky stuff on it, and I don't know, I just think they're quite luxurious and nice to do. And some more purifying masks I love. This one here, this is Queen Helene, the original mint julep mask, and it smells like mint. It's amazing. Another one I love, this one was in my morning routine video as well. This one's quite expensive though, but I do think I'll repurchase once it runs out because I love it. It's called the Eisenberg Mask Purifant, and it just really helps to, again, like kind of tighten up my pores. It helps to get rid of any gunk off my skin, etc, etc. It's really, really great. The cult classic, Glam Glow. This is the Super Mud Clearing Treatment. Great for if you have any acne. It helps to dry out the acne and draw out any excess oil. I'm a terrible person. I pop my zits. And if you guys pop your pimples like me, you guys know that once you pop it and try to put makeup on, it just won't work because the pimple oozes yummy oil out, you know. So when I've been a really bad person, after I pop a pimple, I'll pop some of this on and it soaks up all of the oil and dries out the pimple and makes it settle back down. Love this stuff. Also love it on my nose to help get any oils and dirt out of my pores. Again, it's really good to use with those pore strips to really make sure that there's nothing in there so your pores can tighten up without getting any dirt stuck in them straight after you rip off the strip. Follow up afterwards or the next day or the next morning or whatever with a hydrating mask. And I do a hydrating mask every week. I make sure I do. Sometimes I'll use like one like this. Sometimes I'll use a sheet mask. A lot of sheet masks have really, really good like moisture in them, so they're really good, but most of the time I'll just use something like this. So I have this one here, Mario Badescu Healing and Soothing Mask, and it actually says on this to use it like when you've been using acne masks a lot because it really helps to restore your skin and get rid of all the dryness that acne cleansers and acne masks and everything can cause your skin. Does that make sense? Really good and really hydrating, and it feels great. Another one I love is this Origins Drink Up 10-minute mask to quench your skin's thirst, and this one you can just wipe off. It's quite cool. Or else I've got Antipodes Manuka Honey Mask. Love Manuka honey on the skin. It's so good for your skin. This mask makes my skin glow, and it really just helps to kind of, you know, hydrate my skin. I feel like I'm a broken record. The last kind of mask I like, I've only got one of. This is the Manuka Doctor API Nourish Rejuvenating Face Mask with bee venom in it. And obviously if you're allergic to bees, probably don't use this because that would be pretty silly. This plumps up my skin. If my skin is looking sallow, like if I've been really tired or if I've been sick and my skin just looks like and dull and gross and it looks like it could do with some plumping up, this stuff is a miracle. It literally plumps your skin, makes it glow, gives you the life and colour back into your face. I really notice it the next day, so I'll use it at night, and then the next morning my skin just looks so rejuvenated and amazing. And I especially recommend stuff like this for people that have like aging skin because it really helps to kind of clear up really fine lines, and it helps to plump up your skin and give you more like colour and life back into your complexion. So there's everything. The lighting is giving up on me at this point, so I'm glad that we're done here. I have been filming for almost an hour, so this is going to be fun to edit. If you made it to the end, well done. Let me know down below what your like holy grail skincare routine is. Let me know if you use any of the same products as me so we can be like twinning. And if you've got similar skin to me and you've been looking for something new to try, I truly, truly hope that this video helped you. I hope you guys have the most amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!
Then I actually blot it and then go over it with a little bit of a nude, just so I kind of mix that pink and nude colour together, if that makes sense. And then the final step is to highlight. She looked like she was kind of wearing a light soft kind of white golden glow. So I'm using Moonstone by Becca, and I'm just applying that on the apple of my cheeks for a glow and on my cheekbone.